What's up guys, CEO here with episode 6 of Super Korosu World. And the last time we took on Poo Palace, and it actually didn't really take that long, all things considered. This time we are taking on Ula Lake. I'm not sure if this is a swimming level. I'm not really the best at swimming, so I kind of hope it's not. Oh yay, cool. I already missed my chance, but it looks like this is more of a dolphin ride level now. Which is fine by me, because I haven't actually really gotten to play a dolphin level before, so I'm down to learn. So I'm basically just going to have to catch this. I assume there's a Kaizo block here, but okay. Oh, okay, so this is fast. Actually looks like it spin jumps. Okay, so it looks like it spin jumps for the first 4 jumps and then an actual jump off the last one. So jump, 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 regular jump. This is an interesting start to the stage. Oh cool, I can just do the spin jumps. Oh man. Okay, so one of the things about the dolphin levels that I actually knew but completely forgot until I read this box is the speaker box text and the water text for the level actually reside on the same layer. So when you load up this text, it actually gets rid of the water, which basically kills, I didn't actually show it off, but it kills the dolphins and makes it impossible for you to actually finish this level. I should have probably tried to spin jump off of the little urchin guy, I guess, to show it off. But I'm going to need the water that's at the bottom of the screen to be able to keep the dolphins around to help me get through the platforms and stuff. Okay, so now you see that I didn't hit the water and the dolphin is basically just bouncing up and down. I'm gonna have to wait until this urchin is at the bottom of the screen, it looks like, and on its way up to get in. So I was at the right height, but the dolphin wasn't in the right spot. I wasn't really paying attention to that part, and then I'm gonna have to dodge this torpedo Ted coming out of the tunnel. Normally when there's a torpedo Ted over ground like that, it actually means that you're gonna have to do like a little spin jump chain off of it, but I'm okay with that, I guess. Oh, there's a coin block there. I just got really lucky and didn't hit it any other time. Okay. Okay, so if you just hold right, that part's not really that bad. I don't know why sometimes it works that way and sometimes it doesn't, but like sometimes I hit my head on that and then sometimes I clear it perfectly, but if you just do little spin jumps and then make sure you're basically jumping off of the wooden platform as it's on the way down. It seems like it's pretty tight. Okay, cool. It was a 1 cycle. And this is a spin jump like I thought it was, but that didn't really work out well. So I actually didn't know that if you just spin jump back onto the ground right there with the torpedo Ted that it doesn't work like that. But I guess I basically just have to wait for the torpedo Ted to accelerate through that part before I can get going. Beginning of this level is really fun though. It's lots of 1 cycles and stuff, it seems. Looks like I'm going to have to actually bounce off of the urchin at least once before I try to do that though, because that was basically just a pure hold right situation and the dolphin was just a little bit too high for me. Okay, trying to set up a jump off this urchin is actually kind of proving to be a little bit annoying just based on how the cycles for this are lining up. The urchin is basically on its way up as the dolphin is on its way down, which means that I can't just like jump or let go of the spin jump button like I normally would for this part, because it just does 2 of those fast bounces, and then it makes it so I end up being too high up there by the time I actually try to bounce off. So I may need to just wait up here, I guess. Yeah, that seems like it's easier. I'll just do a spin jump up there to wait and line up those cycles a little bit better. Cool. Okay, that seems like it'll work a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna try something a little bit different here, just to keep the rhythm of this level going a little bit easier. I'm just gonna try to do a big full spin jump right here. Okay, that does seem to line up a little bit better. So I'm gonna wait until this thing accelerates and then go over to here. Okay. So I have to wait for that torpedoed head to accelerate because it kind of takes a little bit to wind up. And then once it gets going, I'm able to clear the 4 munchers that I just passed off to the left, and then I just hold right and bounce over pretty much. I'm going to guess that I have to kind of just keep holding right to get the chuck to run off to the right. I don't know if I still have to keep the torpedoed head through this part or not. Okay, so it doesn't look like I have to keep torpedoed head through here, I'm assuming, hoping. Chuck, will you please do what I need you to do and come over here? Hey, Chuck. Chuck? Do I have to drop down there? Because he definitely did not seem any kind of interested in going to where he was supposed to go. So what happened on that death, because that was something that kind of caught me off guard. I ended up making the spin jump when I didn't think I was going to, and I ended up catching the dolphin on the way up instead of on the way down like I normally do. When I catch the dolphin on the way down, I have to do that normal hop to make sure I don't end up falling into the munchers like I did just now. But because I did that super shallow hop while the dolphin was on its way up, it kind of just accelerated through me and ditched me. So I'll have to make sure to not do that again. Okay, so back here again. Quick bounce. 2 quick bounce. I thought it was hold right there, but apparently it depends on the positioning that you get on the torpedoed head, if it's a hold right situation or not. So if you get onto the back of the torpedo, it looks like you can just hold right all the way across. Alright, so talking visual cues now. Basically all this is a quick series of 5 or 6 spin jumps while I wait for the torpedoed head to launch. So this is just a quick jump through that first tile. This is just waiting until the thing is basically falling off the edge. And then that's just doing a quick spin jump where you do a full hold, but then just kind of like toggle back and forth. And then this one, I think I have to just jump down here and suck it up. And then possibly bounce back up. So what I'm thinking now is as he's running towards me, I have to basically bounce off of the top right of him so I can kind of loop back around to where I was before. And then I think because I hit him, he'll continue going to the right. I don't know if that's actually right or not, but we'll see. Okay, can you please do what you're supposed to do now? Okay, go over this way. Yes! And then I have to catch you on the way back. Oh boy, okay. Okay, sorry, I'm sitting here thinking about this a little bit. So I basically have to wait for him to look left, then right, then left, then it's like a pause for a second, and then he starts running. There's 6 munchers for me to work with here, and he's all the way up against muncher 6. I have to clear the muncher 3, so I'm probably going to want to start running basically when he's on muncher 5 like he is now, and then that'll give me enough either as he's on muncher 5 right now or like on his way to muncher 4 probably, I guess. And then I'm going to assume there's a Kaizo block on the closest one, and then I think I can't tell if that's that specific platform or not, but I think the platform off to the right is one of those Mario World platforms that actually kind of sinks down a little bit. It could also just be one of the tiles that's like right here, but I think because it's a darker color, it could be the one I think it is. I guess we'll see when we get there. Hopefully it's pretty soon. On the bright side, my cues seem pretty consistent for this part so far. Damn it, I was actually trying to see if I could just go for it there, because that was a different thing than happened last time. I didn't realize that he was actually gonna like try to shake off the hit right in the middle, and that would have been perfect for me to go like it was in level 1. So I guess if that happens, I can go immediately. If not, I'll just wait for him to run back. Okay, so bounce off you. God damn it, that was so close. So I'm beginning to think that that's actually just like a regular platform and not one of those sinking platforms. It looks like there's another rail section after, given the tile that I can see now, but we are making progress, and this does actually feel pretty consistent. It looks like I have to jump down there and then just knock off that guy as he falls into the pit. That was awkward, but I'm back here, I guess. So I actually learned something on my last attempt here. I guess I'm not going to get to show it off this time, but I'll just talk about it so I can focus for the next time. So when the charging chuck runs towards you, he kind of stops for a second, obviously. Like, he'll run, stop, look around, and then run, stop, look around. So I figured if I jump off of him as he's running towards me when I jump down onto the concrete block at his level, he'll actually end up shaking off his hit as he's still kind of going forward, and then he'll end up landing pretty much right where I need him to. I think the first time I was here, I ended up hitting him while he was still next to me, like when he was like looking back and forth and still not moving, I guess. So that ended up kind of messing up things a little bit more. So I'm going to see if I can just try to make it more consistent by just hitting him as he's running towards me, because then I think I could just basically bounce up to the top again as he's shaking off his hit and then just jump straight off of him after that. Okay, so I actually kind of had the problem happen that I had the first time, where he ended up getting stuck up there and then just kind of glitching out over there and jumping up when he should have been over to the right, jumping up at me. So the timing is a little bit tighter than I thought it was going to be, but it still seems doable, I think. Okay, I got it. What? Okay, so I've actually seen that trick before, but I was not prepared for it. So basically what happened there, since I did not have time to talk through it, the brown platform fell through these killer blocks that had like the skulls on them. Basically those are just reskinned bunchers, so if I would have landed on that, I would have died. So I had to jump over that, and then basically as the brown platform shot off to the right, you kind of heard the little boop sound effect or whatever. So basically that was me hitting the water with the platform or whatever. And I don't know if you noticed, because it happened pretty fast, but the gray platform's momentum actually kind of like really awkwardly shifts once it hits the water. So like, say, just for example, like it's going 2 miles an hour or something as it goes flying off of the rail in the air. Once it hits the water, it'll go like 10 miles an hour or something. Like, it's not that like exact of a speed increase or whatever, but like it gets way more horizontal momentum for some reason as opposed to like how far it falls. I guess miles per hour wasn't really accurate, but just like the distance that it covers before it actually falls into the bunchers is a lot more than it looks like, and you're actually able to clear this jump pretty easily. From there, it looks like it's another one of those catching the brown platforms before it falls off of the rail sections, and then an immediate spin jump onto this next brown platform that's underneath the coin counter right now. And then hopefully a checkpoint, because this is kind of an intense level. Okay, so do you ever come back over? Okay, so that's actually not that bad. If he ends up catching the ground... Oh, god damn it. If he ends up catching the ground right there, I can actually just jump off of him again and get another chance at it. I have 3 chances to jump off that chuck, so it's actually somewhat lenient as long as I just try to go for it right. So it looks like it's a regular jump up to that platform. I was holding spin jump, so I didn't get enough vertical clearance there, but okay, so there's a bunch of like different ways that this jump deviates, but it seems like I'm kind of starting to figure out all of them, so I'll kind of just piece it together here before I leave the screen, so just bear with me for a bit. So basically the idea of this jump optimally is to have the chuck run at you, and as it's running at you, you basically hit it to the point where it just tries to shake off the hit where it is right now. Because then you can basically just bounce off to the top, jump down from the top onto the right side of the chuck, and then just bounce right up to where you're supposed to, and continue the rest of the level. If he ends up stuck onto the platform over to the left, the jump kind of starts to like splinter off into a bunch of like if this then that stuff. So way to save the jump number one is to just have him immediately run over onto the muncher pit by doing that spin jump that I did before. You'll tell that you'll be able to do this because he'll actually look off to the right as he's like shaking off the hit, run over that way, and then kind of get confused and start running back over to the left. If you do it that way, you basically just have to jump onto him and then land back up to the left and then jump back over. You probably can try to catch him as he's running back to the left, but it's a little bit more complicated because then it's a moving hitbox instead of a still hitbox. If that doesn't work and he runs back over to the left and starts doing the jumping up and down thing like crazy like he ends up doing, you basically just have to wait for him to stop doing that, and then he'll eventually run all the way over to the right, and then he'll end up running a little bit farther than he did last time. I'm not 100% sure why he runs farther after doing the jumps, but it seems like he runs an extra 2 or 3 tiles over, and then you can basically just do the jump from there. So general idea is to just get him where he is now and then jump over, but there's a lot of different ways that you can do it, so I kind of wanted to sit here and detail it really quick. Far more than you guys probably needed, but it's going to be helpful for me later if I speedrun this, so sorry. Okay, so we're gonna regular jump this time. Ooh, that is tight timing. Okay, so it looks like I've been trying to ride that platform for a little bit too long. So I basically just need to try to jump onto the brown platform as soon as I clear the bottom, or the downward facing buncher, and then do a quick jump, and then I have to dodge that one death block that's just in the middle of that ride. And I don't know. Oh, that was different. Alright, so maybe it's not the best to have him run over there, because then he starts doing that jumping thing, and I don't know what to do from there. Okay, back here, so just gonna wait and then oh, god damn it. I should have seen that coming, but I was actually a little caught off guard by that one. So kudos, Chris, you got me again. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer and jump a second tile over, which makes that jump pretty tight because I think the platform's like already fallen off at this point. I'll see once the retry prompt goes away. Okay, it hasn't fallen off, but I basically have to catch it like as it's falling off the platform. And if you've noticed from that first jump, the platform actually kind of accelerates quite a lot as it falls off. So I don't have very much time to nail this jump at the end. On the bright side, the rest of this level feels like it's consistent. I've only been here an hour of real time, so that's nice. Uh-oh, that's new. Are you gonna go to where I need you to go now? I'm gonna save this. There we go. Cool. So I'm gonna wait. God damn it, almost. So I gotta jump on. I need to set up a visual cue for this, but this brown platform goes flying off so fast that it's really hard to set it up. I'm gonna go ahead and make an educated guess and say that the next jump is probably the one that I have to like ride, like skid along the water for, to try to get up there. And this one's more of just like a quick speed jump, I guess. It's a very tight speed jump, so I gotta try to learn the timing for it a little bit better. Ah, okay. So, I was right. I also didn't think about it until that life, but I think I might have been actually spawning the brown platform a little bit too early, which is making that jump way more difficult than it needed to be. So basically, if I just stand on the left side of the brown platform that ends up shooting off to the right the first time, basically the brown platform that's falling down that I was having trouble catching before ends up spawning a little bit higher, so I actually have a little bit more time to do the jump, which is nice. I was right that I was going to have to ride this one a little bit longer, but I ended up riding it a little bit too long. I was kind of, not going to lie, hoping that there was going to be the checkpoint right here, but it looks like... Sorry. It looks like we have one more obstacle. It looks like a quick right, left, right through, I'm assuming, a dolphin maze a little bit. These dolphins, while normally helpful, will end up pushing me up into this wall of munchers at the top, so I'm going to have to avoid them on my way down. I did something similar to that when I was playing Kaizo 1, so I'm hoping that it's not much different from that. Okay, so that's definitely what I'm supposed to do, because that's a lot easier. I basically just have to hold these platforms off screen for as long as I can, and then basically the second they get on screen I start running right towards them to dodge the Kaizo block, jump up there, then do the quick jump up to the next one, and then basically do the same thing for the jump after that. Damn it. Okay, so it's a little bit longer than I was giving it credit for, so still a tight jump, but I think keeping the things off screen until the last possible second is definitely what I'm supposed to be doing here. Alright, we're here. So it looks like it's pretty much exactly what I thought it was. Oh, there's a checkpoint too. Okay. So I'm gonna try to spring scroll did stop it. What's the timing on this one? Well, they're up. Yes. Yes! Alright! So I'm gonna stop right now. That only took about an hour, so that was pretty cool. So thank you guys for coming by. In the next episode we will go ahead and ride this torpedo tet a little bit longer and see where it takes us, but that's about it for now. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.